This is a deck I've had my eye on for quite some time. The Alchemical Tarot of Marseille, and it's by Robert M. Place. Now, this gentleman has quite a few decks, and I find them interesting. I haven't really saw deep reviews on them, but when I saw this on a website I was buying a few decks off of, I said, you know what, I'm going to pick this up and just check it out because I like to have different ways to read and different tools in my arsenal, and I figured this would be a good one to pick up. So let's go ahead and do a review of this and check it out. And if you do have this deck, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments below. So let's go ahead and just open this bad boy up and take a peek at it. Okay, so, ooh, the box is kind of like a linen box or something. It's like covered. Real nice quality on that. Actually, really high end. Okay. I don't remember the cost of it, but here it says it's $40. If you can see that right there in the top, $40. Oh, this is cool. That's really nice. So the box is definitely for you to have a keepsake here. So this deck's going to last quite a long time. Has a little guidebook as well. Let's look at that first. Put the cards face down here, or face up. Hermes. I don't know which way it goes, but here's a guidebook, and typical little guidebook, nothing fancy, but he does have an introduction about it, what he's doing here. Let's see, does anything else about it? Not really. He kind of just goes into the history of this. And as far as like the cards are concerned, he does have some meanings, nothing fancy, just your typical. But I think he goes more in to the symbolism of it rather than your typical standard Rider-Waite type of keywords. For example, the emperor here, he says, is the Holy Roman Emperor. The first Holy Roman Emperor of Charlemagne was crowned by the Pope of Christmas Day 800. It says, note that one-headed eagle faces to our left, the opposite of the Empress card, I think it is. This is a classical myth. Oh, there was a classical myth repeated by alchemists in which Zeus let two eagles fly in opposite directions so that they would find the center of the world when they came together. So it kind of gives you a little bit of history about it, but it doesn't really give you the meanings. But I think you would derive the meanings from what the actual meaning of the card is, according to what he's sharing here. So that's the majors. As far as the minors, he just kind of real high level, like, for example, the two of diners, or deniers, which is your pentacles. He says Mercury and Venus are lovers. They are held apart by the Ouroboros, serpent polarization or stagnation. Okay. Let's see. And that's pretty much it. Now, there is a book, and I did, by the way, pick up the book. Let me get it real quick to see if it's the same one as this. Hold on. Because I picked up two of his decks. 1 second. So while I was at it, I also picked up this deck, which we'll do a review here shortly. And I thought it was really cool. Again, I'm trying to really create a membership site over my wordofthetwist.com site. And I'm trying to have more expanded information and details for you to help teach better and share better. YouTube, I only can do so much. So I moved things over to my own site as well. If you go check it out, I think you'll be impressed with it. And I have a lot of member content, free or paid, it doesn't matter. Sign up. And like I said, free and paid. So whatever one you choose to do, it doesn't really matter. Here's a book that I also bought. And that's the book that we saw on the guidebook here, is right here. And so I figured it'd be a good way to maybe go through this together, maybe read it, share what we find, just to help us become better tarot readers, right? Across the board. If you like that type of thing, you got to let me know, because this channel and the site is only as good as the information you give me on what you want to see, because I always try to make sure that it's geared towards you, the viewer, or you, the member, right? Without you, I don't have anything. So I want to thank you for showing up with me every time I do a video and week by week and just, hanging out. And also, if you have a chance, go sign up for newsletter too, because the newsletter, I do share a lot of things that you're not going to get here on YouTube. I do a lot of written work as well. Okay, yeah, these are really pretty cards. I don't know the quality yet, but I will once I get them out of this plastic. I'll be able to feel it with my hands and see how good these cards feel. Okay, let me drop the camera down here and we'll go ahead and start running through this. But I'm going to tell you something. The paper quality is not that good. I'm not impressed at all. And for the price of this deck, I thought the paper quality would have been a lot better. So I'm definitely disappointed. Anyway, this is the Fool. And what you're going to see is on each card, he also has a little saying. The Magician, it says on the Magician card that it must be all that the world which lies below has been set in order and filled with contents by the things which are placed above, as above is below. And when you think about that saying too, it's not so much what you see, it's really your mind. So as above is your subconscious mind, as below is your conscious mind, and what you think above and the subconscious manifests into the below, the conscious, and that's what the Magician's all about. So keep that in mind when you're reading. And again, this is the back of the cards, a little picture of Hermes, which is kind of cool. But again, the paper quality is not good. I'm disappointed because it wasn't very cheap. I think I said $40. That's, for me, that's a lot because I paid for all these out of my own pocket. Next is the High Priestess. It says, who is it that has confirmed the sea within its bounds? Who is it? That gets kind of more into God as well, mysticism, but they say that the waves are all contained within its shores, right? So it can't go beyond to where the divine lets it go. That's interesting. So I see a lot of religious connotation with that. The Empress. Who is it that has fixed the earth firm in its seat? Interesting question. Now we're going to go to the Emperor, the 4. After that, I'm just going to run through these. If I see anything that stands out, I'll say it. This is the Hierophant. What does it say here? For there is my son a secret doctrine full of, is that good or something? Full of holy wisdom. Full of holy wisdom. Interesting card. Then we have the Lovers. After that, we have the Chariot. I like that Chariot card. Next is Justice. And then we have the Hermit. I like the artwork though. Wheel of Fortune, dry, wet, hot, cold. The 4 seasons is what this is, or the 4 elements it goes around, is what I'm kind of thinking it represents. The man who has chosen the worse is under the domination of destiny. Strength or the Force, which is your 11. That's a very intuition card. 11 is really around the intuition and stuff. So that's interesting. After Strength, we have the Hangman. Now that's wild. His hands are hanging down. What does this card say? I mean, I do like the gold lettering though. It's kind of cool. The man gives way to boundless appetites, and so by his own doing, he makes the fire hotter for his torment. So it's kind of like when you give in to your desires, you then make the fire hotter for torment because it can turn south. That's a wild way of looking at that card, or wild saying. Next, you have Death. After that, we have Temperance. The Devil, who hath attacked himself to demons, becomes like the demons attached. It's hard to read lettering because it's not, it's like a weird type of a font. The H looks like a B, so it's just a little bit confusing. He who has attached himself to demons becomes like the demons. So basically, if you don't break away from your addictions and you become your addiction, that's exactly what it's saying. Then you have the Tower. After that, we have Star. Then the Moon. The Sun. I love the Sun here. It says that the Sun is the begetter of all good, the ruler of all ordered movement, and the governor of the seven worlds. That's the sun. It controls all things. Without sun, there's death and there's no life. You need sun. Which kind of segues into a reading I'll probably do later on this whole nonsense with them blocking out the sun. Because you need it. It's all good in the world. Without sun, you have no good, right? Then you have judgment. It takes possessions of those who have attained to the sight of it and draws them upward. Hearing that, recognizing it. Then the world. So that is the major arcana. Again, I do not like the paper quality whatsoever, and I'm disappointed with it. But I think the cards would be good for study and maybe doing like readings written. I would not use these for a customer at all. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and run through the minors and check them out. With the camera up just a touch to fit all these in, and we'll run through the minors. But if you're enjoying this so far, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment and just tell me if you like this deck, or if you have this deck, if you feel the same way about the paper quality. Yeah, it's a big thing for me. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so we have Pentacles, Wands, Fire, Cups, Water, Swords, Air, and this is Earth. These are the aces. Okay, and we're going to go to the twos. I really like the art. The owl, wisdom, that's wild. With the swords, can't make up a mind. The decision has to be made. That's interesting. Really interesting. And we're going to go to the threes. The cards also stick a little bit because of the gilding. It's new. I like the Three of Pentacles. It's got that vibe of art, creating something. That's very cool. Expansion. Yep. Then you have here that celebration type of vibe. And then here you have the mind just destroying the heart. Totally feeling that completely. Now we're going to go to the four. That's cool. It's digging for more. Oh, marriage or something? Love. That's interesting. Stability. Yeah. Emotional stability there. It's weird because that's usually in the Rider-Waite tradition where the one hand is coming with a cup and the guy's ignoring it, looking at the three cups in front of him, kind of like not realizing what he has. But here, the elephant. Huh, that's interesting. And the Four of Swords. Okay. These are the fives. That's cool. Wow. You can feel the heaviness in this card. This card you can feel as well because the image what does it. Okay, six. The wind moving you through. Two birds. Thought above the clouds. Clarity because you're moving away from something. Maybe way he's rendering this card. Six of Cups. Okay. You have the Six of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. Interesting way he's done this. Sevens. The fighting of the wolves on that card. You have to probably study this deck for a bit because it's really different, but I like it. It's definitely cool. The fox. Look at the bird. Sly. And you feel the tension in this card as well. You feel tension here too. But I see the fox is sly. Okay, the eight. That's interesting. Eight. Eight of Wands. Backbreaking, tired. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles. Nines. What we got going on for the nines? Yeah, the swords, you really fits that conflict type of vibe. Oh, the nine, yeah, that's very heavy as well. Growth, abundance. Yeah, I can feel that there. How about the tens? Oh man, the whole weight has come down on you. It's everything on top of you. And here you have the nine, the 10 of cups. Perfect formation, triangle is very balanced. The 10 of wands. Huh, different feel. And the 10 of pentacles. Okay, the court cards. I'm interested in these ones. Okay. And these are the pages. Knights, or the horses, or yeah, they're on horses. With the eagle. That's interesting. It's a mind card. Eagle and the sword. The fish. Fish is prosperity as well. It's money, right? It's wealth. It can represent that. And you have the cups with the rain in the cup, bringing a message of some type. You have the wands. Salamander controls a fire. That's interesting. And then you have the dog. Okay. I kind of see what's going on here. Let's see. The next one is the queens. Now, why is the queen of wands? She's holding a scepter and a wand. He's holding a pentacle. She's holding nothing. Oh, the cup. I didn't see it. The cup right there. And she's has her sword here with a book in hand. Okay, and last but not least is the king. A minute. That's not. I missed the queen. That's the king there. Boy, I messed that one up, didn't I? That's the queen of pentacles right there. Yeah, I'm thinking like that didn't look like queen, look like a guy, but there's a queen. I got it mixed up. Now we have the king of swords, the king of cups. Doesn't look very happy at all. I like this. You have the crest there, king of batons, and then the king of coins, deniers, pentacles. They're very young. I don't get that. I would think that the king of pentacles would be more mature. He's older and he's older, but these two guys are younger. So anyway, that's just interesting to me. So what's your thoughts? Do you like it? Is this something that you would buy yourself? As far as I'm concerned, would I recommend it? I don't know. The paper, I don't like the paper at all. I'll be honest with you. I'm really disappointed. The fact that the card got dented somehow, I don't know how that happened, but it got dented. Anyway, that's the deck. That's the review. And this is the review of the Alchemy Tarot of Marseille. Anyway, that's all I got. Until next time, I want to see you in my next review. All right. Bye, everybody.